everybody pretty clear on what we did last week about the assignment,
In our group, we've really just tried to change the mindset of these young men.
It's like his presence, like when you walk through the door, you just boom. It's like, yeah, you just know he's in the room. As soon as he walk in the room, like, yeah, that's a powerful man. You got no choice but to just go up there and just want to meet him.
We're fortunate that you were in the office. I just took a chance to see if you were here. But this is the Gentlemen's Club. It's a group that we've been mentoring for a number of years now from Carnahan High School. I just want I wanted them to meet you. I was telling them that you have recently announced your retirement, and I let them know that this transformation would not have occurred at this institution without you, that you were certainly an icon in our community, and they needed to meet you personally because many people don't get the opportunity, particularly at this age. So I'll let you have the floor to tell them whatever you want to tell them.
This is wonderful. This is a great day.
He's a great motivator also because not only does he tell us to do right things, whatever, he makes us believe that we can succeed in life also.
If it weren't for him, some of the stuff that I used to do, I still probably would have been doing, but ever since I got into the Gentlemen's Club, he made me see a whole new respect of life.
I've always looked at Tony Thompson as a force of nature.
And he's what I would categorize in my groupings of individuals as an idea-minute guy.
With his time, with his generosity, and just with his spirit, he feels deeply on the hook for what the kids in St. Louis actually receive in terms of education.
So when I bring those bags in to say Mike Shannon on it, he's the man that you got to thank for that.
Nice to meet you. Good luck with everything. Come by and say hi.
Hey, remember, the overhead and profit are the two areas that you guys have to decide on upon yourself, and then that's when we'll make decision based on who the low bid is.
The work Tony's done with the young men at Carnahan is in itself just incredibly impressive.
100% of the kids in our group have graduated from high school. 90+% go on to college. And that's primarily due to the fact that they now get it. They understand. They've made that connection between what it means to be an African-American man in this society, in this country. And to have anything less than a decent education makes them irrelevant. And we've all agreed, and they all understand, that irrelevance is worse than death.
We've been blessed to have Tony Thompson on the board of Teach for America for over the last 6 years. And when I think of someone who is the perfect example of the St. Louis community, it's him.
My mother's often said that none of us have made it until all of us have made it. And I see what she means now. America can't be a great country unless all Americans are contributors to this society and making us great. There's not enough white men to compete against China. They need African-American men, Hispanic men, our Latino brothers and sisters. They need the minority class to become educated and to be contributors to helping grow our economy again.
We're trying to increase our diversity at the university, and within a matter of minutes, Tony came up with a solution. He said he would help do it and would contribute scholarship support for this opportunity. I think this is sort of an example of how I can really recommend Tony for this very deserved award.
There are three components that are challenging in the African-American community as it relates to education. One, there's not enough resources for kids to get an education. That's why I have the scholarship program. Then you can have all the scholarships in the world. If they're not graduating from high school, you can't get a college degree. And so we need to do something to change the attitude through the mentoring program to get these kids out of high school ready for college. That's the mentoring component. But then if you step back even further, the kids aren't ready for high school and graduation if they can't get the basic foundations in pre-K through 8th grade. We found that you had a lot of kids that were getting suspended. Well, if you're a young kid in the 3rd or 4th grade where your basic education and learning is taking place, and you miss 10 to 20 days a year, you're going to be behind. But now you have to come back to school. You have to go to a program that's run by the Tyrone Thompson Institute for Nonviolence. The Institute was really founded and established because my mother obviously wanted to do something to honor her son, my brother, Tyrone Thompson, who, as we all know, was killed during a botched robbery by some 17, 18-year-old kids. And this is her way and our way of trying to help prevent these young kids from becoming those high school 17 and 18-year-olds that killed my brother.
When he lost his brother Tyrone, to hear him speak about Tyrone is a testament to compassion and love. And when you hear Tony talk about Tyrone, he doesn't talk about him in the past tense. He talks about him in the present sense, and of the fact that Tyrone will be with him for the rest of his life. The totality of all this is what represents Tony Thompson. It's a capture of a remarkable man who is grounded, who understands that he has an obligation to make this place better than he found it, and who is working passionately every single day to ensure that that happens. And so I congratulate Tony. I congratulate him because this is an award that is well-deserved. And we honor you today, Tony, because you are a stellar performer.